It shipped.
The phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does my white balance keep going back to default? I don't expect you to answer that question. It's just
Maybe it's because your shirt's navy blue, unlike my iPhone case.
that's why I wore it today. So it's shipped, and what is today? Thursday. So when are you going to get it?
It's supposed to be tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. Good.
Yeah. So, did you order any Surface hardware there, Paul?
No,
Wow.
I don't really need computers. you know,
Mm-hmm.
as you know,
Mm-hmm.
I have too many computers. But no, if I needed one, I mean, honestly, I'm very interested in the Surface Laptop Studio for obvious reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
especially, but even the new Surface Pro looks great to me.
Yeah. I think the Surface Pro, I mean, typically speaking, the Surface Pro should outsell everything. That's been their most
Oh
popular
yeah,
product line for
yeah.
ever.
But I think the Surface Laptop Studio will. I don't know. Solve a problem is kind of a tough one, but will sell better than Surface Book. Like
I think so too.
I think they've arrived at something that people are like, yep, here we go. Assuming there aren't any weird issues we don't know about yet. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting machine.
It is, and I think that's sort of been like the theme of everybody who's seen it is like, all right, like it's not the oh that's trash or that's the they made square
Yeah.
water or
We have
something.
questions, but it looks good. There's a lot of misunderstandings out there. I've tried to stress the fact that this design is, if not common, has certainly been done before in the PC industry, and there are devices in the market now that have this basic exact form factor. And then I saw a Mac site that was like, "Oh, Apple copied or Microsoft copied the Apple Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro," and it's like, guys, no,
Yeah.
that's not even close to being true. It doesn't float over the keyboard. It's not. It's a
No, it
laptop.
actually rests on the keyboard
Yeah, right.
when it comes
Which is
forward.
how
like
those
it's-
PC designs have worked for a long time. That's how it works.
Yeah. So the one thing that I was not aware, but now having said that, obviously I know the answer is I thought initially that screen could be put at any sort of orientation,
Oh, angle. Yeah.
but it cannot. So
No,
unlike
no. It's like a
yeah.
3-mode deal. I think
Yes.
is the way to think of it.
So I'm guessing.
A studio mode is that, it's a little bit of an angle on the writing surface when you have it all the way down, which is nice, if you're writing on it or drawing or whatever. And then there's, I don't know what they call it, but it's like what I would call like a presentation mode where you bring it forward and rest it on the base so that only the touchpad is visible in the front. And, again, this is Acer, HP have used this design for a while. And this is nice if you're on a plane watching a movie or you could be anywhere just enjoying content, and you want to be able to click on stuff, but you don't need the keyboard or whatever. That's good.
Yeah, I mean I'm just trying to think, and I'm totally guessing here, but knowing how Microsoft works, I wonder if it's like 26 degrees because remember they made that huge ordeal about the Surface Pro 3 or Pro 4, and then they did like 26 and 22, and I'd be curious what the actual angle there is.
Right. Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, this sounds like griping at this point, but I think, Surface can't help being Surface, but they should have just made this a laptop form factor. I mean, I think a Surface that is a portable workstation is of great interest to a certain part of the market. And I think the needs of people that write and draw and do that kind of stuff were probably met by Surface Pro,
Yeah.
But okay, but whatever. It's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as this is more reliable than Surface Book,
It'll be a
the
big
majority
win.
of people will probably never flip it forward other than look at it and go, that's really cool, and then put it back in laptop mode and forget all about it.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Speaking of C, the EU is out with a ruling / mandate, and let's just be honest, this only impacts one company for the most part. They are going to start requiring USB-C for mobile devices, but not for, there's like a 2-year transition period, something like that.
Yeah, everything in the EU happens on a glacial pace, But the thing is, they said they were going to do this, so they introduced it as kind of we're thinking about doing this, 2 years ago or something. And Apple was like, no. And, when I saw the headline, I thought to myself, you know what? There's only one reason Apple is not agreeing to this. And it's because some outside entity is forcing them to do it. Because they've literally transitioned to USB-C everywhere.
Right. It's not, their iPads
And
are on there.
the iPhone is fine for USB-C. There's plenty of room, It's not like it's like wafer thin and there's no way we can do it. I've also kind of heard, you see this a lot. People are like, Apple's just trying to push this off as long as they can because they want to go to like fully wireless. And that's cute. But the reality is the device still needs some way to charge, wired way. Like there
I
has to
hope
be
so.
something, a clip on something or some way that you can connect a wire.
Hmm.
And maybe that's the solution. It will be like a MagSafe type. I don't know. I guess, like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, has a little claspy thing that kind of actually Apple Watch probably has like what is it, like a circle magnet thing that
Yeah.
clips onto the bottom. So I guess you can avoid USB as long as you include that cable in the box and it's fast enough. Maybe that's how they get. Man, maybe that is how they get around it. I don't know.
I hope not, though.
I know.
Wireless.
Why not just everyone? You could use the same thing everywhere. Why wouldn't you just do this?
Well, they don't want
It's
to do it
something
because they
Apple
can
would have
sell.
invented if someone had just not suggested it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a line item somewhere on an accounting balance sheet that says this is how much money we make from selling wires, and they say by going to USB-C, we're going to lose that.
It's just so dumb.
It is, but
So dumb. And they get rid of the cable in the box too. At this point, everyone has the cables. We all have chargers. Save the environment. Blah blah blah. I don't know.
yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't go just wireless charging because there are we all know that wired charging is faster. Yeah, there's some high speed stuff, but
yeah, there are some pretty fast wireless chargers.
But if you put a case, for example, if you put like one of those giant OtterBox cases on there, it diminishes the charging rate.
Yeah. No, just go to USB-C, guys. It's the simplest thing in the world. They're like a child. They're like, I was gonna do this anyway, but now you've told me to, and I don't think I'm gonna. Now I'm not going to.
My prediction is they don't do it next year. It would be the following year.
Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, why not just wait until the last second?
Yeah. I mean, well, that's because they'll make the argument we've already got this thing in place. Then they can push it out, and then they can.
And then it becomes nonsense anyway, because let's face it, there's going to be 1 billion devices in the market that have this old charger on it anyway. Did you hear that? It's okay. My door made like a haunted house sound when my wife opened it.
Oh,
I wish this house was haunted. I need a reason to get out of here. Anyway, I'm waiting for the pushback from all the Apple fans, but it just seems like
I would be all for it.
Belligerence on their part. There's no valid reason for sticking with this slower, inferior proprietary port. It doesn't. Isn't Lightning still USB 2?
It might be. I don't know, but it might be.
I don't know. No, it doesn't matter. I don't know. But okay.
Yeah.
It seems like if you want the biggest, best phone in the world, you go USB-C. How would you be the first ones to put Thunderbolt 4 on there?
Yeah, the other interesting one, I'm just thinking personal life, is the watch. Now, the watch, I could see them never go. I guess the watch doesn't have a port, so they could do it on the phone, I guess.
Watch doesn't. The wearables don't fall into this category.
Yeah.
There was a list of such, but
the watches don't have a port, and they've been just fine. So that could be there.
Right. But the watch is also this big, and if your watch loses its battery when you're out in the middle of the desert, you don't die. You know what I mean?
Bold.
Like it's there's reasons why you want to have a phone that can charge anywhere at any time for my gym that I go to, for all of its faults, one of the weirdest things they have is this gigantic row of elliptical and other machines, treadmills and whatnot. And they have the old iPod style connector.
The 30 pin?
Yeah, the big thick one.
Yeah.
When was the last time you seen one of these things? Well, to me, yesterday I was at the gym. And it's like, there's a little place to put a phone, or probably an iPod back in the day. They don't seem to be old machines or anything, but how cool would it be to be able to plug in a USB-C port and watch a video from Netflix on my phone on the screen that's on the top of the thing? And I assume that was part of the reason for this. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I can't test it. I don't have a device that runs on this thing, but having a standard, there are reasons for standards, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. They should be obvious to everybody, right? I mean,
yeah. There'd be some sort of irony though if they did put Thunderbolt 4 in there, because that would be just hilarious.
That's what they should do.
They should.
Like, okay, USB-C, but if we're going to do that, we're going to turn this into a powerhouse,
Yeah, here's your monitors, run it externally. All that
why
stuff.
not? Sure.
You could make that argument for the iPad, I think, pretty easily. I mean, it's already sort of that middle productivity ground.
Yeah. Does they don't support Thunderbolt, right? I don't
I
even
don't
know.
think
iPad
so.
Pro must just be USB-C.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. They don't even have Thunderbolt support on the M1 Mac, do they?
No, they don't. No.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, there's a new build of Windows 11 that fixed the little issue with the right justification of the taskbar item. So if that's been keeping
I
you up at
literally
night.
noticed that a week or two ago, whenever it was, and I was looking at it, I was like, that's not centered. I almost took a screenshot of it, and I was like, no, this is obviously not. It's not. It's just my eyes. Like, it's not. And then I saw, they acknowledged it. Like, yeah, but that's only in the dev channel. So if you're in the beta channel, that bug does not exist. So,
Mm-hmm.
no worries there.
Yeah, it's a fun bug. They should offer that as an option. Like, you know what? If you just want to cram everything on the right side.
Yeah, we thought, after experimenting with centering, we thought, maybe everything should be on the side.
Yeah, just give you the little buttons like you have in Word. You have left justification center, right?
Right.
What's the other one that's
it's
like evenly
isn't
spaced?
Arabic written right to left? It's like the new Arabic layout.
God.
I don't know.
Well, it might be from the Middle East, but it's a little right justified. That's
There you go. It is middle to the east when you think about it.
I guess if you're looking south,
Right.
maybe to the east, whatever.
Looking at the screen, if you accept that.
What are we
east is
doing?
on- I don't know.
What has happened?
I mean, to you, my icons would be left, but I see what you're saying.
Just another quality show here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think that's really about it. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah.
Yep. If everything goes right, I will be in Boston or near Boston tomorrow for the show, but it should be fine.
Yeah.
I
It's
guess
Thursday.
we will see. That's my dream.
Well, hopefully it goes smoothly.
Good luck with your iPhone.